Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
What up, everybody? LR Radio Show, the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran. Hello to everybody. I took a pill before the show started today to help me focus, and I feel a little different. I feel a little groggy. But maybe it'll help me focus. I might have like 30,000 thoughts coming to my head every time I try to speak. And it sounds like I'm falling down a flight of stairs. That's better. Thank you to my man Artie for the intro music. Artie did a great job. And this is my new intro music. He's a very talented guitarist. Sits at home in his garage, puts together some stuff, and he killed it. I just ate 4 edible gummies and did a bong hit. Well, I feel like I didn't do that. I was just hanging out with my brother and his wife last night, and I was just like, I need something to make me focus when I go on the radio show that no one listens to. I need something to focus, you know? And I know this is going to sound stupid, but she's like, oh, I got a prescription for this stuff that, just helps me focus. It's not like, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I was just like, she's like, it's not going to affect you or anything. It's just going to help you calm down. And I was just like, all right, I'll fucking try it. Cause I ordered some Alpha Brain, the Joe Rogan stuff. And I ordered some of that Alpha Brain that hasn't come to me yet. And, I'm just like, I feel like I was going to get CBD, but I don't know the world of CBD. I don't know the world of CBD. I feel like they make CBD for anxiety. I just need to focus when I'm on the damn show. Like, because when you're by yourself doing the radio program, I don't know if anybody out there does a solo show. I'm sure there are plenty of guys, but for me, I'm used to having a partner and like being able to say something and relax for 30 seconds and then say something else. Now I got to fucking keep on talking and talking and talking and talking. And I just want to get all my thoughts out at once, which, mind you, aren't many. But, more than one is enough. I like taking drugs and having no idea what they are. Yes. Yeah. Coming in from John in Miami. Race car Johnny. Yeah. A lot to do on today's radio program. A lot of people sent in the random question. And that is a great thing. So we're going to do a lot of random questions today. And we're going to talk about Armie Hammer, the actor who's apparently a cannibal, but he claims that he's not a cannibal. And somebody, I don't know what the fuck happened to that guy. It just sucks when you're a person out there and you're an actor and a famous person and somebody labels you a cannibal. I don't know if there's any really going back from that. You know what I mean? By the way, phone number, live number to call in, 716-325-0299 if you want to do that. Follow us on the Instagrams and Twitter at Lunatic Radio. Yeah, a lot of questions are sent in, and we'll do the random questions. I think that's a good thing, man. The random question. If you have a random question that just pops in your fucking head, we have an email address for you. It's called randomquestion@lunaticradio.com. You just email it. Just send it in with your name, your first name, and where you're from. Because I like to know. I like to give a shout out to where you're from. Know where people are listening from, what parts of the world, what parts of the country. Yeah, so people have done that, and I think it's a good thing. It's a way for you to interact to the radio program. We also have the live number to call in. Try to be interactive because I'm doing this show solo. I need some other voices on it, and I'm sorry if I keep on burping every time I do the damn radio show, but I'm fucking real, bro. I don't have a fucking goddamn burp button. I don't have a burp button. I don't have a cough button. I don't have a snort button. I'm going to try to stop snorting. People have been complaining about my snorting. Every time I say something and I snort, it's part of my laugh. My snort is a part of my laugh. I don't know how my snort got horseshoed into my laugh, but it was just like, I want to be a part of the laugh. So I snort every time I fucking laugh. I don't know why. I just do. Excuse me. Right. Yeah. So live number to call on 716-325-0299. I don't know what to do first today. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. I certainly do want to talk about the Tiger Woods documentary that's out on HBO Max, which is quite fascinating. I feel like I know everything about Tiger Woods. He's the one guy that I certainly idolize. I'm a big golfing dude, and him and I are the same age. He's a few months older than I am. He's got a lot more money than I do. But I don't know. I'm fascinated by him because what he can do on a golf course. I know it's boring to a lot of you people out there, but to me, it's fucking amazing. And I've been following his career since he was in high school all the way through. Now he's probably the best golfer to ever live, or one of the two best golfers to ever live. And HBO Max and HBO, I don't know if it's on, I'm sure it's on HBO or the regular HBO, but I have HBO Max, and they're running this 2-part series of, called Tiger. And it's just about his whole life, obviously growing up with his dad and being, learning golf from as a young kid, being on the fucking, I don't know, I think he was on the Tonight Show as a 2-year-old swinging a club with Bob Hope. It follows his life through his marriage and his swing changes and the infidelity. And I haven't seen part 2. The part 2 comes out today. I'm sure everybody will be talking about it the rest of the week. But part 2 of the Tiger documentary series comes out, and the featured player in part 2 is Rachel Yucatel, his first mistress out of the slew. And she was Rachel Yucatel was a lady that Rock and I had on the program twice, and she's beautiful. And she's on there, and she's going to tell the whole story. Here's Rachel Yucatel right here. Rock and I had Rachel on the show back in the day, and she's quite the quite the looker, so she's going to be featured on part 2 of the Tiger thing. And apparently, according to the if you watch the first one, Tiger got all of his ideas for cheating on his wife from his dad, because his dad used to have like a Winnebago on the golf course. Literally a Winnebago, like something you drive around in. And Tiger would be out there practicing on the range, and his dad would like get drunk in a Winnebago and invite broads back to the Winnebago. So that's what was happening. So Tiger's infidelity, according to the documentary, I think this is what they were trying to say, is attributed to his dad a little bit, because his dad was a cheater. Apparently, his dad, even when Tiger was, in 2005 or in the early years where Tiger was dominating the sport of golf, winning 4 majors in a row, winning 6 tournaments in a row 3 times, just killing it. Tiger winning all these awards, like these ESPY awards. His dad was taking girlfriends. He's a married man. His dad was taking girlfriends to events like the ESPYs and showing up on the red carpet or backstage with his girlfriend. And Tiger was trying to shun that, or shun his dad away from, him, because Tiger had a huge brand. He was the golden boy. This is before the infidelity, before he got married. He had, the Tiger Woods Foundation, and he was the, he was the golden boy. But his dad, at the same time, had girlfriends and, was cheating on his wife, Tiger's mother. So, yeah, I never knew that. That was never, I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen that talked about anywhere. So yeah, that was pretty fucking fascinating. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching fucking part 2, because at the end of part 1 of the Tiger documentary, Rachel comes on. You can see her up there. I have an image up on the screen on YouTube when we're broadcasting live. Rachel comes on and goes, okay, what do you want me to talk about? And then they cut to credits, and there you go. Setting us up for, that was the cliffhanger to go into part 2 of the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO Max. So we're going to learn what fucking, how it really went down. Because when Rachel came on our show back in the day, like in 2010, 2011, I was not allowed to ask her about anything about Tiger because she had 10 mil in the bank that Tiger gave her to shut up. And apparently she gave that back. That's what I believe. I'm not positive. I believe she gave it back. So that's why she's able to talk. I don't know. 716-325-0299 if you want to call into the radio program and discuss your things, whatever you wanted to talk about. I don't really care. You can call in about anything. So the fucking Tiger Woods thing, man. It was funny. Years ago, this is after like the scandal and stuff, Tiger Woods started dating, who's that skier? God damn it. Who's that skier? The skier girl. Somebody in the chat room help me out. Who's the skier that Tiger Woods was dating? She's Lindsey Vonn. Lindsey Vonn, am I right? Yeah, I think Lindsey Vonn. Tiger was dating Lindsey Vonn. And Lindsey Vonn's quite the looker. She has quite the butt. She's a slalom skier, so she's going down mountains and she's got great butt muscles. Anyway, and during that same time, it was like it was terrible, but it was like during Lindsey Vonn. Thank you, Leroy Jenkins. It was during that era where like dudes are out there hacking people's phones and, going through all their pictures and then publicizing them on the internet somewhere. So Lindsey Vonn was one of these victims of one of these hacker guys. And I'm sure the guy got caught and he's in jail somewhere, but, I don't know where it was. It was on my Twitter or something was sent to me in like a direct message. And it was a link and it said like Lindsey Vonn, pictures from the thing. So I clicked on it. I wanted to see Lindsey Vonn. I mean, it's terrible of me, but when somebody says, hey, here's a celebrity naked, hey, just click the link. I always click it. I can't I'm not like that stuck up. I'm like, I gotta click it. I'm not the guy, doing the criminal act. I'm just clicking the link that somebody told me to click. So I clicked it. And there was, Lindsey Vonn, naked, and she's very attractive. And I was like, this is terrible for me to look at. And I'm scrolling through the pictures. And I was like, one of them swipe left, swipe right things. And boom, there it is. Like fucking 5 pictures in. It's Tiger taking a fucking, the girl camera mirror thing naked. And it's Tiger's dong, dude. I saw Tiger's dong. Tiger's dong is out there in a fucking girl camera mirror picture. It's golfer camera mirror. His dong is out there. I tell you what, when Tiger's out on that course, he's really carrying 15 clubs, not 14, because that guy's got a fucking hammer. I can understand why girls roll over. Man's packing one. He's got a flexible shaft. That's what I'm saying, bros. I'm doing golf innuendo here, but he's got a flexible shaft. That fucker, Tiger could literally unzip his pants and hit a golf ball. That's what I'm saying, man. The guy's got a hammer. And I'm not fawning over it. I'm just saying, and I wasn't expecting to see it. But apparently at some point in his life, Tiger Woods, was like, fuck it, I'm going to get naked. I'm going to send Lindsey Vonn a nudie shot. And he did. So the Tiger Woods documentary, I don't know if part 2 is going to have that still image in it, but, give it a shot. Maybe it's in there. Maybe you'll see Tiger's dong. I doubt it. But I'm sure there's some legalities behind that. But Rachel, you could tell his mistress that we had on the radio program back in the day, she will be discussing everything in part 2 of the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO Max. So go fucking check that out. I want to know. She couldn't talk about it with us, but I fucking want to know what's going on, and I feel bad for Tiger, whoops, sorry. I feel bad for Tiger because, there it is. His fucking, I know he's a mega superstar, but if you watch the documentary, being Tiger Woods is not fun. It's not fun. He's kind of a private person and he can't be. That sucks. He's at the level of fame where if you wanted to be private about your life, it's nearly impossible. So, and now, you know, there's fucking 5 hours of Tiger's life on HBO just getting torn apart and people talking about him. That's got to suck. That would suck. I was thinking about that when I was watching part 1. I was like, man, imagine being fucking Tiger right now at home going, fuck, man. Millions upon millions of people are learning about my dad and myself's relationship growing up, my dad's infidelity. I'm like, this is the shitty Sunday night. Millions upon millions of people are watching this shit. And it's all about, you know, the shit that's happened to me. I couldn't imagine that. That sucks. You know, I do a fucking little internet radio show here. You know, somebody writes me, hey, you suck dick. I'm like, that bums me out. I try not to read it, but I'm like, that guy doesn't know me. He doesn't know if I suck dicks or not. You know? Live number to call in 716-325-0299. A lot of random questions. I might do a movie review because one of the random questions was sent in by Benjamin Timmers in Belgium. And he writes, first, I would like to say, good to see you back on the show, even though it's alone. I really think you should try doing some movie/documentary reviews. I just gave you one there, Benjamin Timmers. Watch the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO Max. Yeah, so he wants me to do a movie or documentary reviews on each fucking show. I tell you what, the one thing I do other than fucking masturbate is watch a lot of movies. And I will do that. I actually have a movie review for you today. I think I have a hidden gem. And it's not like a movie that's really good, but it's something, if you're a man out there, you're going to want to watch. You're going to be like, I'm going to watch this fucking shit. Well, Benjamin wants me to do a separate show where it's just like a movie review show. I don't know. I kind of like to just pack everything into one show. I'm kind of old school like that. I like to run my podcast as a radio show. That's what I like to do. Thank you, Benjamin Timbers, for the suggestion. Yeah. Yeah. So there's one, Tiger Woods. The Tiger Woods documentary is certainly fascinating to watch. A lot of people know, they think golf is boring and stuff, but Tiger Woods' life in the pinnacle, like he's Michael Jordan. I mean, it's the same type of thing. You know, that Michael Jordan documentary, that 7-part series that came out. I believe it's on Netflix and was on ESPN. Cool teacher, McCann at the movies. Yeah. Well, not at the movies. I don't think I'll ever go back to a movie theater. What's the point? I just lay in bed and watch shit now. What was I saying? God damn it. Anyway. Oh, now people are sending me text messages. Yeah, so, here we go. People are sending me movie quotes. That's the kind of goddamn text message I get. I get movie quotes. Yeah, so I got one for you. I got a movie review for you. The Tiger Woods documentary is great. Go watch it. It's fascinating. I know, golf is kind of boring, but it's not about golf. It's about pretty much celebrity and, being the greatest and what it takes to be the greatest and what he has to deal with in his life and blah, blah, blah. And now, part 2 is going to be super juicy because it's all about the infidelities. Perkins waitress, Rachel Yucatel, porn stars, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure the $500 million he had to give away to his Elin, his ex-wife, that kind of stuff. But I do have a movie that I will review. And it's not a very good movie. It's called, it's in my notes here somewhere. It's called Knock Knock. It came out in 2015. And it's a Keanu Reeves movie. It's a Keanu Reeves movie. The movie's called Knock Knock. And it came out in 2015. It's a Keanu Reeves movie. And it's not one of these John Wick type deals. It's kind of like a home invasion type thing. Keanu Reeves plays an architect who works from home, and his wife and his kids they live in California. His wife and kids are going to the beach house for the weekend. And he's going to be home alone, working on an architectural project because he has to get it done. And he needs some alone time. So he sends the wife and the kids off to blah, blah, blah. Simple premise. If that was the whole movie, it'd be boring as shit. But as the wife and kids leave, it's storming outside, and Keanu's there fucking doing his Keanu things. He's doing his, he's on his computer doing the old gigawatts, trying to get the dimensions right for whatever the fuck he's trying to build. And he gets a little knock at the door. Gets a knock at the door, and Keanu and his brilliant acting skills. He's like, what? So he answers the door, and it's two scantily clad young ladies. They're all wet. He's at the door. I mean, I have an image up it on the screen there. And there's two young ladies at the door, and they're like, hey, sir, we were going to a party, and we were dropped off in the wrong location. We're kind of lost. Our cell phones died because they got wet from the rain. Do you mind if we use your phone? Will you let us in? And Keanu, obviously the gentleman that he is, mind you, Keanu said in the movie, Keanu Reeves actually is 58 years old, I believe. In the movie, he claims he's playing a character that's 43, and it really doesn't play. But I believe the reason why he said he was 43 and his character was 43 in the film is because later on, Keanu is balls deep in both of these girls in the shower. I mean, these girls are not old. These girls are like 20 at the most. So one thing leads to another. Keanu lets the girls in. And as soon as he lets the girls in, they use the phone. It's like within 3 minutes, sex stuff is being talked about. Here's a guy who just met two beautiful women that's wet showing up at his door. They come in, and within 3 seconds, they're talking about threesomes. And I was thoroughly entertained. There is some shit in this movie. I mean, as soon as the girls showed up in the movie, I was like, I'm locked in for however long this fucking movie is. I don't care. Like, they're gorgeous. And, what a way to introduce two girls into a movie other than to have them wet, standing, shivering. There's something about that. Like, they were, standing in the doorway. Keanu opens the door, and they're just two wet, soaking wet hot chicks. I'm like, that's the best introduction to two characters in a movie ever. Yeah. So, Keanu, the girls take advantage of him. And, one thing leads to another. Like, they coerce him. Like, Keanu the whole time, he's not like his character is kind of like a nice guy. He's like a loyal dude. He doesn't want to fuck around on his, his wife or anything. But when he got two, 22-year-olds, 20-year-olds, they really like, dime pieces in your house. They're all wet. They're wearing your robes because you asked them to take off their clothes, or they took off their clothes so you can dry them. So, they're ready for when they get picked up by their friends to be taken to whatever movie, whatever party it is they were supposed to go to. So they're like wearing robes, and they wanted to, like, at some point during the scene there, they asked Keanu, can we use your shower? And obviously there's a whole banging scene in the shower. These girls coerce him into banging. I mean, it didn't take much. I mean, you got two hot chicks in your house. I got two hot chicks that show up my fucking front door. I'm hoping I'm getting late. You know what I'm saying? But so, yeah, they coerced him, and then they ended up, I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but it's worth watching. There's some things that happen. There's a reason why they're there. There's a reason why they're there. And that's all I'm going to say. But it's certainly worth watching. 2015, Knock Knock. It's a Keanu Reeves joint. It's not like the John Wick movies. It's not like, whatever else he made. Keanu kind of puts me to sleep sometimes. But I hear the John Wick movies are great. I have a fucking idea. But, yeah, Knock Knock. That is one that I would suggest you people watch. Go and watch that shit. Yeah, the movie's great. You gotta fucking, there's some good. Here's the thing. Like, I heard that Netflix is putting out in 2021, each week of 2021, Netflix is putting out a new movie. They're going to debut a new movie for 52 weeks of 2021. And the thing about Netflix, like the Netflix fucking, the Netflix original content, the original movie, I haven't seen really one good movie yet. They're all kind of just bland. They're all kind of like there's a George Clooney movie that was put out by Netflix. And I tried to watch that fucking thing. It's a new one. It's about something about space, and he's in like the South Pole or something. I have no fucking idea what it's about because I've literally tried to watch this fucking thing 4 times, and I've fallen asleep every time. Every time. It's just very quiet. The movie's quiet. And there's like space age shit going on in there. But I continue to fucking fall asleep. You know? So they haven't put out, but apparently they're going to put out a new movie every week. I don't know how Netflix even makes money. Does anybody know how Netflix makes money? I feel like they just dish out cash. They must be in massive debt. No idea how Netflix makes money. The Floor is Lava on Netflix was great. See, I guess, is that a movie or like a series? Because there's series, like the Netflix original series, those things are great. I mean, like Ozark is fucking phenomenal. Like the first season of Ozark, I was like, that was fucking bonerific, dude. What a great fucking, I'm not saying you're going to get a boner watching it, but it was fascinating. I loved it. I forget that Jason Bateman's a fucking incredible actor. I love that guy. Yeah, so go watch Knock Knock. That's one I thoroughly recommend. Just because of the chicks. I mean, you can see the image I have up on the screen. There's the chick with her top, but a lot of nudity. Like it's a throwback. This Knock Knock movie. It's a throwback to those those mid '90s movies where there's just like gratuitous nudity. Just it's a throwback. I feel like you don't see those movies these days. I feel like we're getting kind of prude with the movies. Unless it's like an independent thing, like somebody's somebody's passion flick or something. Apparently it's Armie Hammer guy, right? He's the actor. He was on The Social Network. Apparently this dude, I really don't know, but he apparently had like a phantom Instagram account, where he was like writing shit about wanting having fantasies about like eating chicks. Not a good thing, I think I have a quote from one of his DMs. Let's see. Hammer professes his desire to, quote unquote, bite pieces off of the recipients and eat her heart. In another, he says, these are DMs. I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. Fuck that's scary to admit. I never admitted that before. That's a DM that Armie Hammer, the actor, sent to some lady. I'm 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you. Fuck, that's scary to admit. I never admitted that before. So there you go. Now Armie Hammer obviously he refutes all these things. He says this is somebody just setting me up. Those DMs are not mine. Because I would imagine, and I was trying to think of this before, what's worse? Being labeled as a man, being labeled a cannibal, or being labeled a rapist? What is worse? I don't know. I would imagine rapist is number one. But here's the thing about being labeled a cannibal. Both sexes would be freaked out about that. Men and women. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's very... I'm sure what I just said is very controversial to say. But being labeled a cannibal, I don't think you ever come back from. So I feel bad for Armie Hammer. But if he is a cannibal, and if he did write these things, well, he's learning a hard lesson there, Apparently his wife was saying something about that he just recently got divorced or something. And his wife was saying something. Oh, here we go. We had a call. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
What's up, Kieran? How you doing, bud? It's Stoney from Iowa.
Stoney from Iowa. Welcome to the radio program, sir.
I want to answer your question. I'd rather be labeled a cannibal than a rapist.
Now, why is that?
Well, number one, I love to eat ass. And number two, you can always eat ass if you're not labeled a rapist. I think it would be a lot easier.
Right. Yeah, I think rapist, being labeled a rapist, this is under the guise that you're neither a cannibal or a rapist. But if somebody just calls you a rapist or they accuse you of being a rapist, I would believe that's the number one. That's the fuck of, things to be labeled. It's rape is a bad one, but cannibal is, I don't know, man. It's a very close second because it's just creepy.
I feel there's a lot of passion involved in cannibalism.
Okay, yeah, it takes some discipline or something. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, it takes passion to cook. So, I mean, if you're good at it, so, you gotta put some love into it.
Yeah. So if you're a cannibal, do you go like, sushi style, or do you cook the shit?
I'm throwing that girl you got up on the screen. What's her name? I'm throwing her ass in a smoker.
That is Armie Hammer's wife, our ex-wife, Courtney Vukovic or something like that. Vukovic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then maybe throw a calf muscle in a sous vide or something. I don't know. Stony
666. Let me ask you this. All right. What is the prime part of a body that you would eat? Is it a butt cheek? Is it a, what is it? Is it an innard? Is it like a liver?
I'm thinking ass cheek or thigh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a bicep. I
would say calf. I'm going with calf.
Yeah, maybe.
Calf is a good place to start. I would imagine you could take a calf, and you cut the meat off a calf and throw that on a fucking barbecue. A little, I don't know. I feel honey mustard. I think a little honey mustard and a calf. I think that's a little. I think that actually might taste good. What does human meat taste like? Does anybody eaten? Anybody out there? Call in 718-71. What is the fucking number? I don't even know what the number is. Oh, 716.
I bet it goes great with Szechuan sauce.
Stony 666 actually sent in a couple. Let me. Since you are on the phone, you sent in some random questions. Let's get these out.
Well, hit me with the one I didn't send.
Hit you with one you didn't send. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. This is from Danny Noonan, and he simply asked, toilet paper under or over? Toilet paper under or over? When a toilet paper's on the roll?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
I'm going under.
Why under?
It just seems to be what I would do, but honestly, I don't. 90% of the time, as a single dad, the thing's not even on a roll. So.
Yeah, as a guy, usually that thing's just fucking on the back of the toilet or on the sink counter.
Right.
But I did learn this from. I remember we used to have a girl that was associated to the radio program named Pam B. I kind of liked her at one point. And
I remember
Pam B and I were talking one night. I believe we were getting a little hammered. It was at her place or something. And at the time, she was dating some dude. And like the guy was coming over periodically. I don't know if they're banging her or whatever. And one night he stayed over, and I guess he went into the bathroom and did his business, and he had to change the toilet paper from the toilet paper roll. And he went under. When he put it back on, he went under. And she literally, told me that she couldn't date him anymore because he put it under. He didn't go over. So there's a thing. People,
I'm thinking he was probably a short putter.
A short putter.
She just wanted to get him out.
Small dick. You're saying small dick. It's not the toilet paper thing.
Small putts.
Yeah.
Cool. Going back to the Tiger Woods.
Yeah. I would say Cool Teacher's going under. It's not under. I'm going over. I think over is the way to go. Hey, under is weird. Under looks wrong. I'm looking at it. I have a still shot of it on the YouTube. Under looks wrong. Over looks right. Over looks proper. Under looks like it just looks wrong. And I don't know. I just feel like it's wrong. Over.
This would be a good opportunity for you to showcase for the My Tushy advertising that everybody's doing. Here you go.
Yeah, no, it's over. Over is better. I think. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, thank you, Danny Noonan, for the random question. Over is my judgment. Under, everybody. Over. Leroy Jenkins is going with over. Under from Cool Teacher. Stony 666 is going with under. I don't know. Whatever, man. You know what it is? Just use the fucking toilet paper. Because, in some cultures, here's the thing. In some cultures, I believe, because there's lack of plumbing and some water in some countries, people wipe their asses and put the dirty toilet paper in the trash can and not in the toilet.
Oh, I work with a lot of Middle Eastern and African immigrants. Wonderful, nice people, but their bathroom habits are different.
Yes.
And a lot of them will get a water bottle and use that as a makeshift bidet. And they get water all over the place. The worst part of my job is complaints about the bathroom. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yes. And in my day job, there's a lot of discussions about people's bathroom habits and what they do in the bathroom. And exploding the inside of a toilet is always the topic of discussion. I don't know what people eat. I feel like a lot of people, they'll have a burger and then they'll swallow a stick of dynamite, and shit it all at the same time. That's what some of these toilets look like. But it is in some cultures, and it's not like a wrong thing. It's just how they were brought up. I believe it might be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe like in the Mexican culture, in some areas, that's like just a regular thing to do, to use the bathroom, go number 2, and take the tissue and put it in the trash instead of the toilet. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'm going to let you go, bud. I don't want to hog up all your airtime. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll call in. If not, I got my kids every other week, so I'm going to shoot for every other week.
All right, brother.
But I'm going to hit you with some questions. I'm going to
yeah.
participate, and I want to hear some old listeners call in too. That'd be awesome. Shout out to Hobbs if he's listening. All right, I'll talk to you later, bud.
All right, buddy. Peace, man. Thank you.
Right.
There's Stony666, man. Word. Guy's the best, man. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, man. Stony, man. Yeah, he's got his own intro music or outro music. Yeah, people are saying, I think over with the toilet paper, not under. Over is the winner in the chat room. I believe I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4, 5 for over and 2, 3 for under. So there you go. You lose the unders. It's over. Danny Noonan, it's over is the correct way. That's what I'm saying. Word up. Live number to call in 716-325-0299. 716-325-0299. Armie Hammer. That's what we're talking about, right? Yeah, he's a cannibal. And well, he's alleged to be a cannibal, and he's got to get out of that one. I saw him. He made some movie that he was nominated for, or somebody got nominated for an Oscar or something. It was like, it was very, it was about homosexuals. People finding themselves, like young kids, like, I think I'm gay, Dad. And Armie Hammer was in that one. And he paid the guy that, the young kid had a romance with, the two dudes. And some reason I watched that, and it was very hard to get through. People are saying that Armie Hammer has a god complex. I could see that, being like a fucking 6'4" dude. He's good looking, he's a fucking movie star. Fucking people. Some people are just fucking bizarre, dude. But being labeled a cannibal, that is a bad one. It's hard to come back from that one, Hard to come back from being a cannibal or being labeled a cannibal. 716-325-0299 if you want to call into the radio program. 716-325-0299. Ronnie Spector died. I believe that's a movie producer, or no, record producer. He was, didn't he kill somebody? I believe he killed somebody. I don't know. Yeah, he died. Cannibal, over or under? Yeah. I don't know. That's a cool teacher. Stony66, who's just on the phone, wrote in some random questions. He wanted to ask me, who is a female UFC fighter? Who you banging? Now, I don't know much about the female UFC fighters, but or the current ones. But I believe the one I used to love was Misha Tate. Misha Tate had I think she had fake boobs. Miesha Tate had fake boobs, which is fucking quite dangerous to be in the UFC and go into an octagon and fight with fake boobs. But she did, and she was quite the looker. I loved Miesha Tate. She was certainly one. I believe I have. Let me see if I have. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can. Can I do this? Yeah. Here's I got a website up. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's not working. All right, whatever. Ronda Rousey's one. I don't know any of the current female UFC fighters. 15 hottest UFC fighters. I don't know. People type them in the chat room. I go Miesha Tate. I mean, if you're going all time, I go Miesha Tate. But then again, I don't. Who the fuck do I know? I don't know. I know Conor McGregor's got a fight next weekend that I want to watch, so I think I'm going to be doing that. I mean, if I can see if I get this website, it doesn't work. God damn it, I can't scroll. All right, whatever. I don't know there, Stony666. He actually wrote in another one. What is Nancy Pelosi's bra size? She's got some cans for an elderly lady. That spine must be hard. That's from Stony666. Another random question. What is Nancy Pelosi's breast size? Now, I don't know. I never actually thought of Nancy Pelosi and her boobs, but I actually did some research, found some pictures on the, not Ronnie coming in from, I don't know what that means. I think, is it Ronnie Spector or Phil Spector? I think it's Phil Spector. All right, whatever. He's dead. Who gives a shit? He's gone. UFC under friendly cannibal. I don't know what it means. Nancy Pelosi's tits. Yes, they are huge. I don't know what size Nancy Pelosi's tits are. I don't know if her boobies are fake. She's an 80-year-old lady, but you are right, Stony666. She has some big cans. Nancy Pelosi does have some big cans. I have some images up on the. I tell you what, there's one shot of her that I have up here. She's wearing a suit jacket. It look. I guess it's from a few years back, maybe like a decade ago or so. Maybe when she was in her mid-60s. Now she's currently 80 years old. But I tell you what, the cleavage she has on the, her Senate floor, those titties are not dim. She's got some cans on her. Nancy Pelosi, I would imagine. But is there images of Nancy Pelosi from when she was younger? Is she quite bangable? I don't know. For an 80-year-old woman, she is, she's probably pretty hot. You throw it out there. If you got the hottest chicks that are 80, I would imagine Nancy Pelosi would be on there. But, people hear me saying that probably are fucking, spinning their heads. But, have you ever really thought of an 80-year-old as bangable? Is Nancy Pelosi bangable with her tits? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know what's that. I would imagine her tits are a C. There's some sort of C, a large C or C. Nancy Pelosi, maybe they're D's. Nancy Pelosi has D's. I don't know. 716-325-0299. If you have a guess to Nancy Pelosi's bra size. Stony666 wants to know. Race Car Johnny wrote in email. Is it ice cream sandwich or sandwich? Is an ice cream sandwich a sandwich? I would imagine an ice cream sandwich is not a sandwich. Where does a wrap fall in the world of sandwiches land? I don't know. A wrap is a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich is not a sandwich. It's a dessert because there's no bread involved. It's cake. So an ice cream sandwich is not a sandwich at all. Did hot dog opt out of the classification of being a sandwich? Nobody says, can I get a sandwich hot dog? All right. We need answers to all these of them now. Next week, I question the world of porn. Next week, Race Car Johnny is going to question the world of porn. Now, that's what I'm interested in. What is he going to question about the world of porn? I tell you what, I do want to have, and Rock and I have interviewed a million porn stars on this show. But lately, we all watch porn. Let's not look at me because I talk about porn a lot, that I'm the only one watching porn. We all watch porn. And lately, in my delves into the porn, I have become quite impressed with the ability for some of these adult film stars to act. They're good at acting. And some of these, porn scenes that are put together, I'm not talking full-length movies. I'm talking about like 30-minute clips, 30-minute, episodes or scenes. These girls are good at acting. They are. I'm telling you, some of them aren't terrible. I get it. They're not playing like, a crazy technical character because, it's only 30 minutes and, half of that they're going to be banging. Or more than half of that they're going to be banging, but they're good at acting. And like, I was just thinking about it like the other day. I'm like, not only do you need to act and remember lines, but you have to be completely naked and show every intimate aspect of your body. Like, it's quite remarkable. I feel like they don't get enough credit for having like the courage and ability to do that on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have like I don't know if it's weird. I think it is. Maybe it's a little weird, but I do have a new appreciation for porn stars. I watched so many things that I'm just like, fuck. I don't even know where I was right there. Yeah. Questioning the world of porn. I would love to know what that is. Race Car Johnny from Miami. Ice cream sandwich is not a sandwich. It's dessert. It's like a cake. Ice cream sandwich is not a sandwich at all. A wrap is a sandwich, I believe. Yeah, a wrap is a sandwich. And a hot dog is just a fucking hot dog is just it's a dog shit thing to eat. That's what a hot dog is. It's not anything. It's just a dog shit thing to eat. 716-325-0299 if you want to call into the radio program. Our buddy Rim. Congratulations, Kieran. You are becoming the president later this week. Now you have to write your own inauguration speech. What would you say? What would I say in my own inauguration speech? That's random question from San Francisco. What would I say in my inauguration speech if I were to become president? Fuck. Let me see. I don't know. My fellow Americans, chill the fuck out. Get off the fucking internet. Go outside. Get some vitamin D. Get laid. Blow a load. Do all of these things. Get off the fucking internet. It's useless. It's turning your mind into mush. Do psychedelics. Do not do cocaine. Do psychedelics. Do not do cocaine. And I am banning all old people from becoming president. That's what I'm doing. That's my law that I'm putting in. If you're over the age of 65, you cannot become president. I thank you, and I look forward to serving all of you and blowing loads in the White House. There you go. There you go. That was my inauguration speech. Yeah. I would say my first law would pass is that everybody gets laid. Everybody needs to get laid. It should be a nationwide mandate that you cannot go a year without getting laid. Because people are getting cuckoo, man. You need to get laid. Once a year, everybody needs to get laid. Your theme song would be The Internet is for Porn. Yes. Yes. Let me go back and try that again. My fellow Americans, I, as your president, would like to state that the internet is not for news. The internet is for porn. I repeat, the internet is for porn. If you're reading some sort of news on the internet, you're a moron. The internet, again, is for porn. I also would like to state that I don't know. I was going to say I was going to make Kendra Lust my Secretary of State. And all right, I'll see you guys at the inauguration dinner. Yeah. Yeah, but actually, no. My, I would say, yeah, I would honestly, literally, not allowing old people to run for president is my. That would be the thing I throw out there. That is the thing I'm throwing out there. We need young people. We need young people in the in the White House, or younger people, younger age people. I got a couple of random thoughts. I was listening to some old radio shows that Rock and I were doing together, and it was funny. And I was listening to one from 2010 where I joked about calling my mother on Mother's Day and saying that I got a DUI as a joke. And it's funny because in 2016, I actually did that. For real. I got a DUI. And on Mother's Day, I called her and told her I got a DUI. So I thought that was kind of karma coming back to bite me in the ass. Here's another random thought I had. And I was watching the movie. Another great movie is, I don't know if anybody's ever I don't know if people have seen it. It's kind of like a dark horse. It's kind of like a hidden gem. It's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Anybody ever seen Girl with a Dragon Tattoo? Fucking phenomenal movie. The guy that plays James Bond is in it, but he plays a writer, and it's like a murder mystery kind of thing. But there was a good line in there's like a killer guy in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and he comes up he has a line in the movie where he's asking the James Bond guy, why is fear of offending stronger than fear of pain? And I was like, wow, that's kind of that kind of threw me back. I was like, you know what? Because it was like a situation in the movie where like the James Bond guy comes, he's in the killer's house. He knows he's the killer, but the killer doesn't know that he knows he's the killer. So he's in the house and the killer's out and he's coming home and he sees him pull up in the driveway with his car and the James Bond guy, runs out the door and he's kind of running towards the side of the house and he falls down the hill. Now, the guy that owns the house walked in. He noticed that he fell down the hill. The James Bond guy, I forget his name. But I'm going to call him the James Bond guy. He, he knows that he's a killer. So the guy walks out. He's like, oh, hey, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm just out for a walk. And he's like, hey, why don't you come in and have a drink? And the guy knows is that like he shouldn't go inside and have a drink with him because he's a killer. But he goes anyway because he didn't want to offend him, And it was a good question. It was like a thing that I stopped and paused. I was like, because I don't like offending people. I mean, there's a lot of D-bags out there listening to this right now going, hey, your radio show sucks. Or going, you know what? I'll fucking offend. I don't care about offending anybody. But it's not true. In some situations, you're like, fuck, you know what? I'd rather take a punch in the face than offend this motherfucker right now. Yeah, so I don't know. I think fear of offending is kind of a strong thing. I don't know if it's stronger than a fear of pain, but offending somebody is kind of quite powerful. I don't know. What the fuck? Yeah. So that's what I got on that. You know what? I'm gonna do a fucking quick break because I got to take a leak. I'm gonna do a break. We'll come back with more LunaticRadio.com show right after these words, people. I'll be back. Wrap up the show right after this. Oh. And go.
Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
There's Derek Gaines.
What's that?
There he is, Derek Gaines, everybody. Welcome, Derek, to the Lunatic Radio Show.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Did I tell you I used to bomb at gospel shows and shit when I first started?
No, you never told me about
They supposed to forgive you.
No, they don't.
The band played my ass off. It was pretty bad. And I was at like an 800 seater, so I had to walk past all them niggas to get to the back. Oh man! And the best part of this bomb, Kieran, you ready for this shit?
Yeah,
best part of the bomb, it was right after Christmas, and me and my girl was on some Eddie Murphy Raw shit, so we both had the little gloves with the holes in the knuckles. I wore mine on stage like a whole dickhead and fucking tried to do jokes at a gospel show doing sort of raw material. Like it was so bad, and I bombed bad in the crowd, and then but whatever. But I remember that was an epic bomb. 800 motherfuckers was like, because the whole thing was it was a gospel like open mic, so you could do like gospel songs, gospel rap, or whatever. And I was getting into stand-up. I was getting into it. I was like, man, fuck that. I'm in my art. I'm going to do it for God. I ain't going to curse, but I'm going to go out there and be kind of nice. Right? So I had my little sweater with my little dumb gloves on.
Looking the part.
My ass off, bro.
Looking the Eddie Murphy part. Oh, boy. Are you making me
anyone ever do comedy on those shows?
Huh? I just took a shot.
You were the first and last person to attempt comedy?
And they would just dog my ass, man. And I was like, all right, cool. And it was Philly.
You know what you should do?
It's Philly people. So
and how often do they do that? They still
every Christmas. They used to do it back in the day.
But they don't do it anymore. You know what would be great?
What's up?
If Ultimate Redemption is.
Yeah, and I go back and smash.
Do that room and do
that would be nuts.
That's what we should. That's definitely what the plan would be for.
But no, man. That's humble beginnings. I got pennies thrown at me from balconies. But what I'm sorry, we getting on Kieran. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I love hearing the stand up because I'm a giant fan of
man.
Stand
Good
up.
bomb. I bombed on a boat, Kieran. I bombed on a motherfucking boat.
Well,
a party boat.
Really know where to go from there.
It was in the beginning of the party, so I had to sail with them niggas. I had to sail with them till I got back. So I was just sitting in the corner, rocking back and forth with the waves because I bombed. You don't want to party. You want to do the electric slide when you bomb, baby. That was a black party. They hated my ass. They hated me.
Wait,
oh, my God, they hated me.
So you bombed on a boat and you couldn't, there was nowhere else to go once you were done.
Here go the DJ. The DJ put me on death row. DJ, ready, Chris? DJ put me on death row. They partying already, drinking, carrying the fuck on. The DJ scratches the music off. Oh, yeah, we got some nigga doing comedy downstairs, y'all. So I'm going to cut this music off, and you'll go down there and go watch A Perfect Stranger fuck up your inside party.
Fucked that up for you.
It's the whole family.
The whole vibe.
It's the whole goddamn family. And I'm just standing up while they sitting down. I was like doing comedy in front of the cake. Oh, God, it was the worst.
I'm going to kill the whole vibe of everybody's enjoyment right now, and you got to go listen to this.
They didn't even look at me. They was eating, but like looking off and like doing that scoff chuckle that niggas do when they see a black dude that's not in a black circle. Oh, they gave me that. They was like, I remember I was like, yeah, man. I was saying shit. I remember by the end of the set, I told him I was going to do my whole time because I got paid already, right? So I was like, I'm just going to stay up here and do my shit. Fuck y'all. I mean, I was just like the family, blah, blah, blah. And then the cousins start standing up. The comedians in the family start standing up, snapping on me. So I had to go back and forth with them. Right. So I was like, forget that. I looked at my clock. Finally, I had a minute left. I got 60 seconds left. And I swear to God, the birthday girl who was turning 56, I swear to God, Chris, she stood up in front of her whole family, birthday girl, because you know they're going to listen. They was like, she was verbatim. Are you ready for this? She's 56 years old. She said, nigga, you got 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8. Then the whole family joined in like a fucking choir. 7, 6, 5, 4. And then I had to go upstairs. So the woman that booked me was pissed. So she came up to me. She was like, I'd like some of my money back. I was like, that's not going to happen because you set me up for the bullshit. So I'm going to enjoy this little fish plate that y'all gave me. I appreciate it. Is this white gravy with the bacon? I was like, this is nice.
The worst part of this is that you can't get off the boat.
Can't get off the boat. So I got to sit there and be mad.
How long before you got off the boat?
It was 2 hours.
2 hours.
Because they had to go re-drink to get back into the fucking zone. So you got to understand, at first, they was all pissed. Like, who the fuck? What was that? And then they start drinking and carrying on. Oh, he all right, I guess. Let him stay in the corner, though. So it's like, and on top of that, my boy that gave me the gig, the girl didn't tell me it was an all-white party. I walked on there with a pair of jeans and an orange polo shirt.
Oh, shit.
Looking like a whole dickhead.
Was this New York City?
No, this is Philadelphia. I was on the Spirit of Philadelphia. I'm on the Delaware River bombing.
At that point, they should just give you a life raft.
Kieran, it was so bad. It's like if the boat was on fire, it would look like a Viking's funeral. That's how bad. Like it was just, they send you off in the burnt boat, off in the fucking.
This fucking. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
What up, everybody? LR Radio program. I'm Kieran. Follow us on the social medias at Lunatic Radio. DM me on the Twitter at Lunatic Radio. Do whatever they want you do. Do whatever they want you do. Whoever what you have to do. Interact with the radio program. Random question at lunaticradio.com. Random question at lunaticradio.com is the email address. If you have a random question and want to fucking have me dive into it on the radio program. 716-325-0255. If you want to call in to the program and whatever. Chat. I was thinking about the top 25 douchiest songs of the last 25 years. Top 5 douchiest songs of the last 25 years. Let me restate that. I swear to God, I took a pill before the goddamn show today. My brain is more scattered than normal. And I could only come up with two. I literally was thinking about this. And, as you get older, you're just like, I can't come up with five. I want a top 5 list, but I only have 2. There's really one song that I've heard in the last 25 years that gives me major douche chills. And it's a song called Vindicated by a band called Dashboard Confessional. Vindicated. It is the douchiest fucking song. It is the most self-loathing pussy guy. Ugh, it's just a fucking ugh. Yeah, Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional certainly is the number one douchiest song in the past 25 years. Blink-182's Adam's Song is another one. Anything by Blink-182 is really douchey, but that one song is douchey. And I believe any song created by the band Simple Plan is got to be in there. I believe they have just albums of douchiness. It should be, all their albums should be labeled douche, like Douche Volume 1, Douche Volume 2, Simple Plan. We really had like an era of music in the late 90s, early 2000s where everybody was just very, very emotional. I can't listen to fucking goddamn like hard rock music from like the late 90s. I can't listen to shit anymore. I really can't. I find it all corny. You know, it's all fucking corny shit. Yeah, we're going to have a new president this week, so see how that goes. Yeah, whatever, man. New president, that'll be great. And we'll go on with our lives. We'll all go on with our lives. We're all gonna have a good 4 years coming up, right? Is that what we're gonna have? I saw the King of Staten Island movie. I thought that was gonna be terrible, but it was actually very good. And Bill Burr's actually, the comedian Bill Burr, quite a good actor. He's actually a pretty good actor. I am very surprised how good Bill Burr has become as an actor. The movie King of Staten Island, I thought it was gonna be terrible, but it was actually very good. It's not anything you're gonna write home about. A lot of fucking New York comics in that movie too. Pete Davidson does a good job. It's kind of a good movie. You're not going to write home about it. You're not going to be like, oh, I need to watch this 5 times. But you're going to watch it and go, it's a good movie. You know, it's nice. It warms my heart. It killed 2 hours of my life. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got, people. If you want to call in, get one last shout out. 716-325-0299 is the phone number. Yeah. Got to get some guests on the show, I think. You know? Let's get some guests on the show. Change it up. Let's do something different. You know? I like to do 2 hours. So I need to break this show up. I don't know how to fucking do it, but we need to extend this show. We need to extend the show. Inauguration Day is coming up in a few days. It's this week. Hopefully it's not going to be the end of the world. You know? Who knows? Might be the end of the world. I might not see you guys next Sunday because the end of the world has happened. We'll find out. You know, it's a weird world we live in. We got fucking actors eating people. And we got, people storming governmental buildings, carrying guns. We got porn. Now, porn is always something you can always go back to. Porn makes you happy for at least a couple minutes, you know? Then you get back to the shit that is life. All right. I think I'm going to wrap the show up because I'm running out of things to say. And I am not going to take any more pills before I do whatever I took. It's just like something, it's like a supplement. It wasn't even like some sort of narcotic. It was like a supplement, but I feel so like, blah, you know? I don't feel high. I just feel blah. You know? Ugh. I don't feel high, man. I think I want to do peyote at one point. You know how people go to like South America and they do peyote and they find out like their brain gets reset? I think I need one of those to happen. I need a reset of the brain, like Control-Alt-Delete my head. I think I need to do that. Anyway, thank you everybody for checking out the Lunatic Radio Show. Thank you to everybody in the chat room. Leroy Jenkins, cool teacher. Benjamin, God, in Belgium. What time of the morning is it there? I have no idea what time it is in Belgium right now. Thank you to Rim. Thank you everybody who sent in the random question at lunaticradio.com. Random question at lunaticradio.com. If you have a random question, send it in at the email address, randomquestion at lunaticradio.com. If anybody wants me to sponsor, if anybody got a sponsorship they want to send me, I'll look over. Maybe you can sponsor the Lunatic Radio Show. Let's do that. Yeah. Next week, all new Lunatic Radio Show, 3 a.m. Benjamin in Belgium is listening to the program at 3 a.m. in the morning. That's a champion right there, because at 3 a.m. in the morning, I am not listening to internet radio. There's something else I'm doing. I'm either fucking drunk, trying to get my rocks off, or I am going to sleep. Porno is probably happening at 3 a.m. 90% of the time, if I'm awake at 3 a.m., I am watching porn or something. Or, well, I used to be DMing people, but I don't do that anymore. Very corny to DM people late at night. Never worked. All right, thank you for checking out the Lunatic Radio Show. Thank you to everybody for listening. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Lunatic Radio on YouTube. Link in my bio on my Instagram, at Lunatic Radio. All the links to the Lunatic Radio stuff is in my bio on Lunatic Radio, at Lunatic Radio. LunaticRadio.com is the website as well. I'm staying up because I work at night.